And it was very hard because really I was just so intimidated by them. My very first moment on camera saying anything at all was with Richard Harris, who's just a god. If you know who he is, obviously you know from Dumbledore, but he'd won multiple Oscars. He'd been a kind of wild child of the 60s and 70s, been drunk for 20 years and just kind of blazed a trail through the movie and the theatre world. And when I first went to set to do the first scene, I thought I was so scared of talking to him. But I'd gone to drama school with his son, and he'd occasionally come to see the plays, and it was days that none of us could speak, and our voices shot up 3 octaves. And so I went straight in to Richard with, hello, you won't remember me, but I was at Central with your son Jared. He's amazing, an incredible actor, the best actor I've ever seen in my life, maybe in the history of the universe. Well, apart from you, who was even... Anyway, I slightly ingratiated myself with Richard, and I felt like he liked me, and then he was chatting to me and telling me these very R-rated stories about his life in the 60s and 70s, which was stunning because he'd obviously been permanently drunk and yet had perfect recall of these stories. And then they said, oh, let's go up and do the scene. And so we got up in front of the desk to do the first moment, which is when he said, we shot the end of the scene first, thank you, Lucius, that'll be all. And we were having a laugh, and I thought, he's my mate. I'm mates with Richard Harris, I can't believe it. And we stood in front of the desk, and they rolled 2 or 3 cameras, and they go, and action. And Richard just looked at me. He just narrowed his eyes. And I thought, well, he's doing a bit of a dramatic pause. Fair enough, he's Richard Harris, he knew a dramatic pause he was. And then he just kept looking at me. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and I thought, oh, poor old love, he's forgotten his line. That's so is someone going to tell him? I know what his line is, but I'm not going to tell him, that's so insulting. And he kept looking at me, and I thought, this is going to be beyond embarrassing. Someone's going to have to say something. And then I thought, maybe it's my line. Maybe I've got to say it. Maybe I've looked at a bit. I was so distracted by it being Richard Harris. I've got to think, what am I going to say? And just when my stomach started to go, the sweat started to appear on my head, and my eyes started to go watery, you went, thank you, Lucius, that'll be all. And I thought, you wily old bastard. That's why you're Richard Harris.